We welcome those just joining us here from the John J. Moore Athletic and Fitness Center as Gothic Knights lead 23-9. Layup there is good by Stockton's Anir Kendall. We apologize for the technological issues, but we're glad you are now joining us here in this big NJAC contest between Stockton and NJCU. Foul there is on number 12, Kevin Allen, sophomore forward. His first team foul, team's fifth. Sam Toney with the ball, passes it out to Shaquan Worthy on the far elbow. Worthy playing traffic monitor here, directs his teammates around, back to Worthy up top. 7 on the shot clock, 7:50 on the game clock. Worthy finds Toney with 4 on the shot clock. Toney with a three-point attempt is no good. Goes out of bounds off the missed three. Back in the game for Stockton is Kayshawn Barnes, junior guard. Three-point attempt there by Johnson is up and good. Assist to number 14, Anir Kendall. Gothic Knights lead by 9, 23-14. Sam Toney gets out of traffic, almost loses the ball, but gets it back to Shaquan Worthy, who sets up a play here with 17 on the shot clock. Gene Campbell, his first shot attempt of the game. Good shot attempt is no good. Gothic Knights started this game on a 9-0 run. Stockton misses that attempt. Number 30, Blake Roselle. As Green brings the ball up here, guarded by Kendall. Toney driving, Toney layup. Toney falls to the ground, jump ball is called. It will stay here with the Gothic Knights. Sub here for Stockton, number 33, Darius Jenkins enters. Blake Roselle exits. Number 12, Kevin Allen enters. Number 20, Jordan Taylor exits for Stockton. Green with the ball with 20 on the shot clock. Looks for an open teammate, finds Gene Campbell up top. Worthy gets the ball in the far elbow. Campbell from the near elbow. His three-point attempt is up and good. And we have a stoppage here as the net got stuck. Again, we apologize for the technological errors. Sometimes technology is not your friend. In this case, it wasn't. But we're glad you are now joining us here from the John J. Moore Athletic and Fitness Center as NJCU leads 26-14 against Stockton with 6:15 left in the first half. Three-point attempt there is up, no good. The attempt was taken by Johnson. Sam Toney with another rebound. Sam Toney now has 6 rebounds, all defensive in this contest as ball gets back to Stockton. 26-14, NJCU leads. Layup there, up no good. Again, another rebound by Toney. That's his third attempt there, but it was Kendall. Gene Campbell for another three-point attempt, up no good. Chico Wosu tried to get the ball but couldn't. Kayshawn Barnes brought the ball down for Stockton as he now drives. A foul was called. It's on LeVron Green, number 20, as Coach Brown has a question for the ref about why that was called. First team foul for LeVron Green. 7th team foul for NJCU as they make some subs. Both teams do. We'll update you on who's in, who's out in a few seconds. Stockton will be shooting 1-1 from here on out until they reach the double bonus, as NJCU now has 7 team fouls. But coincidentally, they're on 7 different players. That one there was on LeVron Green. Free throw up and good by Kayshawn Barnes. He's shooting about 78% from the charity stripe. Keshawn Barnes readies, takes another one, and makes it. 26-16. NJCU has a 10-point lead with 5:28 left in the second half. Shaquan Worthy with the ball. Finds LeVron Green. He elects to shoot a three. It's good. Yuri Brutus with a nice screen there to force LeVron Green's defender to get around him. Left Green wide open. 29-16, NJCU leads with 5 minutes left. Sam Toney with the ball, or Sam Toney guarding the Stockton player closely. Ball gets out to Kendall. Kendall gets it down low to Darius Jenkins. Jenkins hands it off to Allen for the layup. Good defense there. As Barnes forces a steal, Yuri Brutus wasn't paying attention. Barnes with the pump fake, his three-point attempt, or his jumper no good, but it gets back out to Stockton as they reset. 25 on the shot clock, 4:30 on the game clock. 29-18, NJCU leads. Jenkins with the ball here. Driving. Jenkins does not get called for a charge. The block there is on 20, LeVron Green. And Coach Brown does not like that call. Ruben Acosta is in for Shaquan Worthy. Jenkins will shoot 1-1. That's LeVron Green's second foul, 8th team foul. Jenkins shooting 1-1. On the year, shooting about 48% as he makes that one. Gordon in, LeVron Green exits. Jenkins readies his second one and sinks it. Gothic Knights lead by 9, 29-20, 4:23 left in the first half. James Julius with the ball. Sam Toney's saying he's wide open. Ruben Acosta with the no-look pass. Sam Toney's three-pointer off the mark. James Julius tried to get the offensive rebound but could not. Stockton ball here as Barnes brings the ball up. Barnes with the layup. Barnes was going to drive for the layup but did not. Elected to try to pass it to Jenkins, but Ruben Acosta forces the steal. Jenkins gets it out to James Julius. Back to Acosta to Sam Toney on the near elbow. The Gothic Knights showing a little bit of their passing skill. James Julius looking for someone down low. Brutus was waiting for it. And now the Gothic Knights reset with 10 seconds on the shot clock. 8 seconds left now. Ruben Acosta gets around his defender. Jumper is up and good. Another good screen there by Yuri Brutus to keep a player wide open as Stockton gives the ball away. Gordon gets it to Acosta. Acosta's three-point attempt no good. Gordon can't get the offensive rebound. Tall with the defensive rebound for Stockton. Acosta rushed that attempt there as the Gothic Knight bench wasn't too happy with him. Tall gets it down low to Jenkins. His layup is good. 31-22, Gothic Knights lead with 3 minutes left in the first half. Gothic Knights are in a three-way tie in the NJAC with Ramapo and TCNJ. Sam Toney slams down that ball for 2 points, 33-22. NJCU leads. Sam Toney's coming off a 36-point game, tied his career high. That he had against both William Patterson and Rowan on Saturday. Smart play there by Stockton's Kevin Allen to hit it off Yuri Brutus and keep it Stockton ball with 9 seconds left as they make some subs. In this contest, Sam Toney only has 6 points so far. But if you watch that Rowan game, he only had 9 in the first half before he went off for 27 second half points to tie a career high with 36 points. As a result, he was named NJAC Player of the Week this week for his contribution and successes on the court. And he was also named ECAC Player of the Week as well. Three-point attempt there, no good by Zavon Johnson, but it wouldn't have counted anyway as a shot clock violation was called. Shaquan Worthy is re-entering here for the Gothic Knights. Ruben Acosta exits. Gothic Knights, Gordon, Worthy, James Julius, Sam Toney, and R.J. Thomas are in. It's only R.J. Thomas's second game in an NJCU uniform as he transferred mid-season. For Stockton, you have Kashawn Barnes, Zavon Johnson, Taylor, Jenkins, and number 12, Allen. As both teams fight for the ball down low, and it gets to Stockton on the missed shot attempt for NJCU. Three-point attempt there, up and no good. That was by Taylor. And then Jerkins had the ball taken away as he looked to secure the offensive rebound, as Gordon here with the ball gets it out to Sam Toney. His floater's up, no good. He was double teamed there. R.J. Thomas was wide open as Coach Brown's looking for a foul. Jerkins with the ball, hands it off to Barnes. He gets called for a travel. Another turnover there for Stockton. It's their 9th team turnover compared to NJCU's 5. Shaquan Worthy with the ball, gets around his defender thanks to a screen by Thomas. Thomas with the layup gets called for a foul and will head to the draws a foul and will head to the free throw line. Foul there is on Jerkins, his second. Team's foul number 6. That's now 2 players on Stockton that have 2 fouls. Both Darius Jerkins and Steve Faribi have 2 fouls apiece. With 57.9 seconds left in the first half, Thomas misses the first free throw. Gothic Knights lead 33-22. And as I was saying before that Sam Toney dunk a while ago, they're tied in a 3-way tie with TCNJ and Ramapo for the NJAC regular season title, or first place at this point. And a reminder also, TCNJ and NJCU's first matchup of the year got postponed due to snow. So whoever wins that game later this month will come out on top for the tiebreaker until all teams play each other twice. Johnson with the 3-point attempt, up and good. Assist there by Barnes. Gothic Knights lead by 9, 34-25. 29 on shot in the game clock, 25 on the shot clock, about a 4-second separation. Shaquan Worthy with the ball, shot clock now at 15. Gets it to James Julius on the near elbow. James Julius gets around his defender, dribbles, makes a move, his shot is good. Again, good screens there by NJCU. Thomas this time doing what he's supposed to on that play, setting the screen, letting his teammate get open as Stockton turns the ball over out of bounds. Bad pass there by Johnson. Timeout, NJCU. 30-second timeout. .9 seconds on the game clock as James Julius inbounds it, looking for someone, gets it to no one. Sam Toney takes a floater at the buzzer. His shot is no good. James Julius put the ball in, but it happened after the buzzer. No shot, no basket there. NJCU leads 36-25 here at the half. We'll take a break here. During halftime, we again apologize for the technology issues that prevented us from going on the air right away. But again, 36-25, we'll give some halftime stats as we come out of the break. Back here from the John J. Moore Athletic and Fitness Center for tonight's NJAC contest between NJCU and Stockton. NJCU is the top team receiving votes in the D3Hoops.com top 25 poll. They're out of the top 25 by 1 point. And Stockton is on a one-game losing streak. They lost to Montclair State over the weekend. As action resumes here, NJCU leads 36-25. Give you some halftime stats here. Gothic Knights shot 39% from the floor, while Stockton was held to 28%. NJCU's bench outscored Stockton's bench 20-9. NJCU had 4 steals compared to Stockton's 3, as Johnson shot a 3 and made it. Then the net got stuck, so stoppage of play here. Gothic Knights lead 36-28, 19:33 left in the contest. Johnson has scored all his points from 3 of 7, 9 points overall. Shaquan Worthy with the ball, gets it out to Gordon, who thought about shooting, and then moves a little, shoots now. His shot attempt no good. Yuri Brutus with the rebound, saves the ball before it goes out and gets out to Green. Tony down low to Gordon. His layup is good. Nice assist there by Tony. Points there for Gordon. Gothic Knights lead 38-28. Gordon now has, those are Gordon's first 2 points of the contest. LeVron Green leads the Gothic Knights with 8. James Julius has 7, and Sam Tony has 6. Another 3-point attempt there by Johnson is no good. Yuri Brutus boxed out his teammate or a foe, but Gordon didn't. And the rebound was collected there by Jerkins before a foul was called there on LeVron Green. That's his 3rd. First team foul of the half. Gothic Knights didn't need that foul there called on Green. It was definitely a foul, but he has 3 fouls, while 5 other players have 6. Or 6 other players have 1. James Julius is in for the aforementioned Green, as the first free throw attempt was good there by Barnes. His second free throw attempt is up and sinks in as well. Gothic Knights lead cut to 8, 38-30, 18:30 left to play. Shaquan Worthy with the ball. Screen put on by Yuri Brutus, as we've seen throughout the contest. Gets the ball back out to Worthy from Sam Tony. Worthy's 3 up, no good. Rebound there, James Julius. Sam Tony gets called for, initially gets called for a foul, but then it's called for a block as the defender's feet were within the restrictive area. The ref on our near side from where we're shooting has a better angle on where the feet are than the ref on the baseline, who's more calling for charge block, and if the defender's feet are moving, which will then lead to whether it's a charge or a block. Sam Tony will shoot 2 after he missed that shot. 38-30, Gothic Knights leave. Sam Tony at the line. His 3rd shot from the line is good, 3 of 3 on the night. Sam Tony on the season heading into tonight's game is shooting 75%, 42 made free throws on 56 attempts. His 4th attempt of the night is up and good as well. 40-30, Gothic Knights lead. 18:22 left to play here from the John J. Moore Athletic and Fitness Center. Sam Tony gets a steal, hands it off to Gordon. 2 points, Gothic Knights. Stockton with the ball, coming up fast. Yuri Brutus tips the ball out of bounds. Kashawn Barnes came in hot there, lost control. Yuri Brutus tried to get control there for the Gothic Knights and couldn't. Barnes the inbound it. Looking for someone, finds someone. Jerkins, his layup no good. Last touch there by Sam Tony before it gets to Barnes. Barnes tries to hand it off to his teammate Faribi and couldn't. Sam Tony on the other end, jumper no good. Last touch there by Stockton. Number 14, Kendall, will stay here with the Gothic Knights. Shaquan Worthy to inbound it. They'll have a fresh 30-second shot clock as Sam Toney's jumper hit the rim. Yuri Brutus with the ball, hands it off to James Julius. To Gordon on the far elbow. Gordon guarded closely by Barnes. Toney with his famous floater that he likes to do, but no good. Johnson for three, no good as well. Yuri Brutus comes in, forces the jump ball, goes to the Gothic Knights. It looked like Faribi had an easy offensive rebound, but Brutus came in from like three-point land and tied that ball up. Jump ball, Gothic Knights. Worthy brings the ball up here for NJCU. To Brutus on the near elbow. Brutus looking for an open teammate. Finds Worthy, back to Brutus. Deep two, up and good. Gothic Knights lead, 44-30, 14-point lead. Good defense there by NJCU, forces Stockton to take a timeout. Again, this is the 83rd meeting between the two sides. Gothic Knights lead 47-35. On the season, Stockton is 9-5, 3-4 in the NJAC, while NJCU is 11-2, 5-1 in the NJAC. They have one less game than 8 other teams in the conference, as their game with TCNJ in December was postponed due to inclement weather. That game will be made up later in January, and TCNJ, NJCU, and Ramapo are tied atop the NJAC in a three-way tie. Each team has one loss. Ramapo is 6-1 coming into night contest, and the Gothic Knights and TCNJ are 5-1 in league play. Speaking of league play and league awards, Sam Toney was named NJAC Player of the Week for the second time this season, third time by a Gothic Knight. The other time was LeBron Green. He was part of the NJAC Weekly Award winners for the week of January 8th. Stockton ball here. 17-12 on the shot, on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock. Gothic Knights lead by 14, 44-30. As Stockton looks to inbound it, Barnes gets it to Tull, who's guarded closely by two defenders. Johnson with it, driving. Johnson's jumper rattles around and in. Brutus was playing some tight defense there, but Johnson found a way around his defender's arms for the layup. Worthy on the near elbow gets it to Brutus down low. He makes a move, and his layup is good. And JCU is playing some hybrid full-court press here, on inbounds at least. Jerkins gets the ball out to Johnson. His three-point attempt no good. Shaquan Worthy with the defensive rebound. Gothic Knights lead 46-32, 16:30 left in the contest. Sam Toney's three-point attempt is up, no good. Rebound there, number 14, Kendall. Tull, instead of laying it up, decides to pass it out to Johnson, who is then called for a foul. Two subs here for Stockton. Allen and Faribi enter, and Jerkins and Kendall exit. Gene Campbell enters, and Gordon exits for the Gothic Knights. Gothic Knights have led the entire game. They started the game on a 9-0 run, and 14 points is tied for their biggest lead of the game. As they have the ball here, leading by 14. Sam Toney with the ball. Sam Toney, layup is up and good. Now their largest lead of the contest is 16. 48-32, 16:04 left in this contest. Stockton is on a one-game losing streak. They lost to Montclair over the weekend. Montclair picked up two big wins against both NJCU on the road and at home against Stockton last week. Foul there is on 11, Gene Campbell. Campbell's first, team second of the half. Gothic Knights now have 7 players with 1 foul, and LeBron Green has 3 fouls for the Gothic Knights. He'll he's on the bench, and he'll probably stay there for a little bit, which isn't good for the Gothic Knights, as he's the second highest scorer for NJCU behind only Sam Toney, who's averaging more than 20 points a game. Foul there on number 0, Kashawn Barnes. That's his second. Foul 2 of the half. Stockton now has 3 players with 2 or more fouls in this game. Shaquan Worthy with the ball. Sam Toney puts a pick out there. Worthy hands it off to James Julius. James Julius gets it down low to Yuri Brutus. Yuri Brutus driving and is fouled as he passes the ball to James Julius. Foul there is on number 10 for Stockton. That's Steve Farabee, his third. Yuri Brutus gets it out to Sam Toney. Sam Toney back to James Julius. Down low to Yuri Brutus, makes a move, makes another move. Gets the 2 points as Farabee was smart there not to pick up his 4th foul of the contest as he put his arm straight up, let Brutus make the moves and get the points as the Gothic Knights lead by 15 now, 50-35. Block there. Sam Toney with the block. Shot there by Johnson, no good. Gene Campbell gets it out to Worthy. Worthy finds space, goes in for the easy layup. The Gothic Knights lead by 17, 52-35. Under 15 minutes to play here in the second half. Gothic Knights have 5 fouls to still use. Stockton has 4 as a foul is called here on Sam Toney. His second. Team third. Both teams have 3 fouls. Stockton's number 20, Jordan Taylor, re-enters as Farabee exits. 3 fouls, probably smart to give him a break with 15 minutes left in this contest. Down low there to Taylor, down low there, not to Taylor, Allen, still moving around. His layup no good, but a foul was called on James Julius. Coach Brown didn't like that call, but it's only James Julius's first foul. Sam Toney initially thought it was on him, but it wasn't. Shooting 2 is number 12, Kevin Allen. He's shooting about 66% from the free throw line. His first attempt off the mark. Gothic Knights still lead by 17. 14-19 left to play, as his second attempt is good. And now number 14, O'Neill Kendall, re-enters, and Zavon Johnson exits for Stockton. Gene Campbell inbounds it to James Julius. Ball's knocked out of play then by Kashawn Barnes. Stays here with Gothic Knights, 29 seconds on the shot clock. 14-18 on the game clock. Gene Campbell, obvious travel. Ball right back to the Ospreys. 52-36 as both teams make some subs. Gene Campbell exits. Green enters for Gothic Knights. Johnson re-enters real fast. And 14, O'Neill Kendall exits. Stockton must be, looks like they're doing some subbing based on defensive choices and some other things that you see a lot of players or a lot of teams do down the stretch. Foul there on Shaquan Worthy. He apparently pushed Zavon Johnson out of bounds. That's his first. Foul number 5 on the team. Stockton only has 3 team fouls. But that's only Shaquan Worthy's first, so he's not in any foul trouble just yet. Three-point attempt there, off the mark by Barnes. Rebound, Shaquan Worthy. Quan Worthy gets the ball down low to Yuri Brutus, whose shot attempt is blocked there by Stockton. Down on the other end, Tull's layup no good. That block there was number 20, Taylor, sophomore forward. Again with another block, this time on Worthy. Taylor has 2 quick blocks here. And those are his only 2 of the contest, as he's only played 9 minutes so far. The Stockton brings in another tall player. Number 10, Farabee's back in. And Taylor exits after making 2 blocks. He's not too pleased about being pulled, but coach makes those decisions. Brutus is shot off the mark as James Julius and Wosu go in for the rebound, but it gets out to Stockton. Johnson dribbling around, gets it out to Kendall. Kendall guarded closely by Brutus. 16 seconds on the shot clock, 13 minutes left in this game in regulation. Foul's called there. Basket is good, apparently. Calvin Tull with the basket. Foul was there on 15. Looked like Tull either traveled or pushed off. Nonetheless, refs called it one way, so that's how it stands. Gordon and Acosta enter. Worthy and James Julius exit for the Gothic Knights. Tull shooting 1, averaging about 77% from the free throw line. 52-38 before the shot, and he makes it. 52-39, NJC leads. 13-point lead for the Gothic Knights. Green gets the ball over the center line to Gordon, who shoots a deep 2. His shot attempt no good. Farabee gets the defensive rebound. Ball out there to number 12, Allen. His 3-point attempt is good. Gothic Knights lead down to 10. Stockton takes a full timeout. Gothic Knights ball here out of the timeout. Allen with that 3-point shot now has 6 points in this contest as Gothic Knights lead by 10. Green with the ball, almost turned it over, gets it to Gordon. Gordon gets around his defender, Yuri Brutus with it, goes up for the layup, no good. Sam Toney with the defensive rebound, his layup no good. Foul was called on Stockton. Farabee's 4th foul now. Looks like he will be coming on here shortly. Toney heads to the line for the Gothic Knights. Free throw attempt is good. He is now a perfect 5 of 5 tonight. Gothic Knights lead 53-42 despite what the scoreboard in the gym says. Sam Toney's 2nd free throw, no good. That's his first miss in 6 attempts tonight. Layup there by O'Neill Kendall is good. Gothic Knights lead 53-44 despite what the scoreboard says. Wosu called for a foul. Now the scoreboard is fixed. That foul is on 33. That's Darius Jerkins' 3rd team foul. Or 3rd foul. It's the team's Should be the team's 5th foul. But again, the scoreboard is wrong. Wosu shooting 2. First attempt, no good. Wosu's second attempt, up and good. Gothic Knights lead again by 10, 54-44, as Coach Brown takes a 30-second time out. Stockton ball here after Wosu's free throw, and NJCU took a timeout. Stockton is shooting. Some whistles here as there's some confusion on as NJCU tried to make a sub, but couldn't because they didn't check in before the timeout. James Julius will come in at the next stoppage of play for Wosu. Stockton ball here. Kendall with the ball, gets it out to Tull, to Taylor, who re-entered back to Kendall. Kendall out to Johnson for 3. His shot attempt no good. Sam Toney with the defensive rebound, as Tull tried to get it himself but couldn't. Sam Toney almost loses it, gets it out to Ruben Acosta. Wide open 3 rattles around and is no good. Rebound there by Tull for Stockton. Taylor for 3, no good. Tull with the rebound. Layup there by Tull, no good. Ball goes out of bounds off of LeVron Green. Subs here for both teams. Barnes is in for Stockton, and James Julius and Shaquan Worthy enter for the Gothic Knights. Wosu and Acosta exit. Foul there on Johnson. Worthy went up hard there. Tried to get the ball but didn't. That's his second. Barnes will shoot 2. That's Worthy's second. Sub in here for Stockton. Number 12, Kevin Allen. Darius Jerkins exits as Zavon Johnson's free throw is good. Gothic Knights lead by 9, 54-45. LeVron Green with the ball for the Gothic Knights. Guarded closely by Taylor, but gets wide open and shoots it and makes it. Gothic Knights lead by 11, 56-45. Johnson with the ball there. Gets it out to Kashawn Barnes. Fouls there on Robert Gordon for holding. His second, team 9th. Stockton heading the line for 1-on-1. Barnes to shoot. %78% on this year. Again, a 1-on-1 opportunity. Gothic Knights are in. Gothic Knights have 8 team fouls. Stockton's in the bonus. Makes the first one, Barnes does. Shoot again, 56-46. Gothic Knights lead, 10:47 left to play. Makes the second one. Gothic Knights lead down the 9. As Worthy double team there. LeBron Green gets it in a crowd of people. Then Gordon falls, calls a timeout. Or falls to the ground, and the ref calls a timeout. Looked like he landed on his knee, and the trainer will head over as the Gothic Knights make a few subs. As Gordon gets looked at, there'll be a stoppage here for play. Robert Gordon getting helped up and hobbling on one leg off the court. Looks to be some type of injury that he probably won't play again tonight, but if we hear anything, we'll let you know. The Gothic Knights lead this contest 56-47. 9-point lead. They've led by as many as 16 in this contest. Gothic Knights have led the entire game. There have been no ties. They started this game on a 9-0 run before Stockton made their first shot almost 4 or 5 minutes into the contest. Brutus with the ball gets it out to LeBron Green. James Julius gets it to Samtoni down low. Samtoni's layup is good as he is also fouled. 58-47. Gothic Knights lead. Samtoni hits the line, shooting 5 of 6 on the night. Team foul 5, Zavon Johnson's first of the night. Samtoni's free throw is up and good. Kevin Tall inbounds it here to his teammate Kendall, and Stockton looks to find a way back in his game, down by 12, halfway through the second half. Keshawn Barnes with the ball, passes it back out to Kendall. Kendall guarded closely by Worthy, back out to Barnes up top. Barnes back to Kendall. Kendall driving. Kendall finding some space. Block. Looked to be a block on Yuri Brutus, but he will be called for a foul. It's his third. Team 9th. But since that's a shooting foul, Anir Kendall will shoot 70% on the year from the charity stripe. Stockton will be in the double bonus from here on out. Next time, Gothic Knights will call for a foul. 10 minutes, 5 seconds left as Kendall sinks the first shot. 59-48, Gothic Knights lead. Kendall readies again. And a shot is up, rattles around, and is in. 10-point lead now for the Gothic Knights. As Jerkins re-enters, Johnson exits. James Julius, LeBron Green, Worthy, Samtoni, and Yuri Brutus are in for the Gothic Knights. Green with the ball, gets it back to Worthy, 24 on the shot clock, gets over the line with 2 seconds to spare after Stockton had some full court press on, trying to force a turnover. Worthy with the ball, gets it to Green on the far elbow. Green trying to decide what to do, gets it to Tony down low. Tony gets it out to Brutus, but too strong of a pass goes right off of Brutus's chest and into the hands of a Stockton player. Allen with the ball, turns it over to Shaquan Worthy. Shaquan Worthy layup no good. Allen with the rebound. Good defense there by Kendall to force a off-balance layup shot by Worthy. Tall with the ball, gets it down low to Barnes. Blocked there and rebound by Yuri Brutus. Shaquan Worthy brings the ball over the end line as Coach Brown gives his point guard some direction. 59-49, 16 on the shot clock, 9 minutes on the game clock. LeBron Green with the ball on the far elbow. Moving screen called on Yuri Brutus. That is now his 4th foul. 10th team foul. So that's his 4th. LeBron Green has 3, Sam Toney 2, Shaquan Worthy 2, Robert Gordon 2 for the Gothic Knights. A few others have 1 foul, but as long as they don't get some quick succession fouls called on them, they'll be in some decent shape. For Stockton, Faribi has 4 and Jerkins has 3. The other ones have 1 or 2. Johnson's three-pointer up and good. Cuts the Gothic Knights lead to 7. Yuri Brutus gets the ball, tries to go for a layup on a nice pass from Worthy. Timeout Gothic Knights. It will be their ball out of this possession. Full timeout Gothic Knights. In NJAC action on the night, Ramapo, despite being tested at some point against Rowan, pull away with a 10-point victory, 86-76, after losing to the College of New Jersey over the weekend, 66-64. That loss to College of New Jersey was their 3rd loss in 4 games, with a win against Rutgers Camden in that 4-game stretch. They get back to winning ways. In this weekend, it will be a key game against New Jersey City at home for Ramapo before they come back to NJCU on February 10th. Those games are always worth watching, including last year's game where Ramapo stunned NJCU at the buzzer to win the automatic qualifier of the NJAC and win the conference championship as Yuri Brutus knocks down a jumper. Here back in Jersey City. We'll give you some other action around the league later tonight if we have time. Stockton with the ball. Kendall with the ball. Kayshawn Barnes draws the foul. Foul is there on Yuri Brutus. It's his 5th. He is now fouled out. Coming in for the Yuri Brutus, who just fouled out, is R.J. Thomas. He has 1 foul in tonight's game, and it's only his 2nd game in the NJCU uniform. He transferred from Albertus Magnus mid-year. Played against Montclair State last week in the Gothic Knights' 10-point loss. Stockton's Barnes sinks the first free throw and readies and sinks the second. Gothic Knights lead 61-54, 8 minutes left to play. Gothic Knights have 10-plus team fouls, so Stockton will be shooting a lot of free throws from here on out. LeBron Green with the ball on the near side. As Worthy has the ball now to Julius on the far side to Green. Back to Julius on the far elbow. Julius trying to set up a play with 9 on the shot clock. Gets it to R.J. Thomas down low, and he's called for a foul. 2 refs called that one. Foul here is on number 4. Calvin Tull, his first, team 6th. Chico Wosu enters. R.J. Thomas exits after getting hit in the face. He'll get looked at by the team trainers. James Julius gets the ball out to Sam Toney, who collects it before going over the center line. Shaquan Worthy dribbling the ball at the top of the key to Sam Toney on the near elbow. Sam Toney's coming off a 36-point career-high game as he single-handedly led the Gothic Knights to come from behind win over Rowan as LeBron Green's three-pointer is good at the buzzer. Sends Gothic Knights lead to 10, 64-54. LeBron Green now has 13 points on the night. And before fouling out, Yuri Brutus had 10 points and 6 rebounds. As Green comes up with a layup on the fast break to give the Gothic Knights a 8-point lead. Green now leads the Gothic Knights with 15 points as Stockton calls a timeout. .30-second timeout. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. 6:40 has 2 timeouts left. 6:48 left to play. 66-54. Looking at the box score, Stockton has 3 players in double digits, led by Zavon Johnson with 15. Kayshawn Barnes has 13. And Calvin Tull has 10. For the Gothic Knights, they also have 3 players in double digits. LeBron Green leads the way with 15. Sam Toney has 4 points, with 6 of those coming from the charity stripe. He's 1 rebound short of another double-double. And Yuri Brutus, who just fouled out, has 10 points. Gothic Knights are shooting 50% from the field, while Stockton is shooting only 7 of 20 from the field in the second half, after shooting only 8 of 29 in the first half. 3-point attempt there is up by Zavon Johnson. Good shot selection there as he was wide open, but the shot does not fall. Sam Toney collects his 10th rebound of the night and now has another double-double. Shaquan Worthy with the ball. Wosu sets the screen. Worthy wide open, elects not to shoot, and finds LeBron Green up top. Wosu with another screen, this time to help Green out. Worthy with the 3-point attempt from the far elbow, short and off the mark. As Kendall drives with the layup and makes it. Avoids Green before he shot, then made contact with Green way after the shot. No foul called there. So Worthy brings the ball across for the Gothic Knights. They lead by 10, 66-56, under 6 minutes to play here. Green 3-point attempt, no good. Back to Stockton. Long pass to Barnes. Collects it. A foul was called on Worthy, though. That's his 3rd on the night. Barnes will shoot 2 as Stockton is in the double bonus. Sinks his first one. Gothic Knights now lead 66-57. Calvin Tull and Darius Jerkins re-enter for the Ospreys of Stockton. Barnes shooting another one is up and good. 66-58. Gothic Knights lead. Green gets the ball to James Julius, who gets across the center line. James Julius double team, elects to pass it out to Worthy. Barnes on the night has 15 points. 13 of them have come from the 3-point line. He is 13 of 13. perfect on the night. His other shot was a jumper. Three-point attempt up and good by James Julius. Gives the Gothic Knights a 11-point lead, 66-58, with 5 minutes left here. James Julius now has 10 points himself. The fourth Gothic Knight should score double digits in this contest. Stockton has 3 players in double digits, 2 of them with 15. As Toll's three-point attempt no good. Chika Wosu with the defensive rebound. Shaquan Worthy bringing the ball up here. He's having an off night. Scoring-wise, only has 2 points, 6 rebounds, though, and 4 assists. Worthy trying to find an open player, finds Wosu, gets it down to Tony down low. Tony with the layup, up and good. Good strength there shown by Tony, the sophomore product from South Jersey. Sam Tony, now with 16, leads all scorers. Timeout. Called by Stockton. They now have 1 timeout left. This is a full timeout. Sam Tony on the night, who just had that layup, is 5 of 15 from the floor. That's 33%, not the best, but he has making the most of his opportunities at the free throw line. 6 of 7. So 6 of those 16 points have come from the charity stripe. Stockton on the night is shooting a cold 30.8%, a cold 23% from the three-point line. Gothic Knights are only a tick better from beyond the arc, 25.9%, and are shooting 43.8% on the night. They made 14 shots in the first half, 14 shots in the second half, but the difference is they've taken 8 less shots here in the second half and are shooting a great clip of 50%. And from the free throw line, Stockton is shooting 83%, while NJCU is 8 of 12, 66%. Stockton has 13 turnovers compared to 9 turnovers for NJCU. NJCU's bench has stepped up tonight with 31 points. And we're back here in live action here. Stockton has 1 timeout. NJCU has 0, or 2, correction, as number 0 Barnes has the ball. Gets it out to Jordan Taylor. His shot, 3-point attempt, no good. James Julius collects that rebound. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left here from John J. Moore Athletic and Fitness Center coach Charlie Brown Court, the father of current NJCU men's basketball coach Mark Brown, as Worthy finds an opening and gets the layup as he dribbles along the baseline. Gothic Knights lead by 15, 73-58 as the Stockton coach tells 2 of his players to get ready to go in the game. LeVron Green blocked that shot attempt by Kendall, and Sam Tony picks up his 11th rebound on the night. Worthy with the ball. Sam Tony comes up to the top of the key, sets a screen. Doesn't really do much other than get Worthy on the other side. Wosu gets it down low to Tony. Tony gets the ball knocked away. Taylor knocked that ball away. Will stay with NJCU. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Toll comes in for Stockton. Taylor exits. Again, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Shaquan Worthy to inbound it here. His pass is turned over as James, but then gets it right back to James Julius. James Julius shot off the mark. Sam Tony saves that ball, and the Gothic Knights get a fresh 30-second shot clock. That's the difference between wins and losses in the NJAC. Hard work and extending the possessions and preventing your opponent from getting the ball real easily. LeVron Green gets it down low to Sam Tony. Sam Tony, shot attempt no good, but he is fouled. Foul is called there on 14. That's Anir Kendall. His second, team 7th. Tony sinks another free throw. Should be team 7th, but the scoreboard people are not updating it. Gothic Knights lead, though, 74-58. As he sinks another one, 75-58, 2:55 left. Sam Toney now has 17 points, 18 points, 8 of 9 from the charity stripe. The scoreboard is all out of whack as they try to fix it. Blocking foul that was called. 23, Chico Wosu. Tull will head to the line. Tull sinks the first one. Gothic Knights lead 75-59. A 16-point lead. Now it's 75-60, 15-point lead. As both free throws are made. James Julius trying to inbound it to someone and gets it to LeBron Green. Green gets it to Worthy. Back to James Julius. Gets away from the full court press as Sam Toney's calling for the ball, but no longer is as they set up a play. Worthy gets around some defenders. Gets the ball to Sam Toney, who lays it in. Sam Toney now has 20 in this game. Second straight game with 20 or more points after scoring 36 against Rowan in the come from behind win. Turnover there by Stockton. James Julius with the steal. Bad pass there was by Kendall. LeBron Green passes it back out to Worthy. Gothic Knights have their biggest lead of the night, 77-60. 17-point lead. Worthy with the ball, 10 on the shot clock. Green with the ball on the far wing. Gets it to Worthy, who tries to find a man, dribble around. Ball tipped away. 3 on the shot clock. Worthy drives in the lane. His jumper is good. 19-point lead now for the Gothic Knights. 79-60. 1:30 left to play here. Gothic Knights are shooting 17-32 in the second half. A little more than 50%. Foul is going to be called here on the Gothic Knights. R.J. Thomas, his second. Stockton bringing in some players that don't play a lot for the final 78 seconds or so. Number 5, Jackson Murgott, who's averaging 2.2 minutes per game. And number 22, Danny Moeller, who has appeared in 3 games and 2.7 minutes per game. And 44, Nathaniel Naya McKee will enter for the shooter Kevin Tall in a few seconds. Naya McKee has now appeared in 4 games this season for Stockton, the sophomore forward, and has played 2.7 minutes per game as well on average. Naya McKee is from Irvington, New Jersey, and went to Irvington High School. LeBron Green with the ball. Gets it to Gene Campbell. Out to Ruben Acosta as Tyler Killett has now entered for only the second time this season as the Gothic Knights have pulled their starters up by 17 with a minute left to play. Ruben Acosta with the ball. Gets it to LeBron Green. Or I should say they pulled most of their starters. Green is still in. R.J. Thomas's shot is up and good. A weird shot, but it went in. 81-52, Gothic Knights. Thomas gets called for a foul there. His third. 44 seconds left in this game. Mueller will head to the line. NJC foul shot number 33, R.J. Thomas, his third. And to the line was Stockton number 22, Danny Mueller, shooting 2. Mueller's free throw, up and good. Gothic Knights lead 81-63. They lead by 18 with 44 seconds left to play. With the win, the Gothic Knights will improve to Gothic Knights will improve to 6-1 and remain in a tie with Ramapo, as the layup there is good by Johnson. On the turnover, Gothic Knights lead 81-56. Blocking foul was called there on Mueller. We'll see how the TCNJ game from tonight went. They're playing Rutgers Newark currently, as Acosta shoots 1-1. TCNJ has a 7-point lead with 3:22 left, 66-59. If they win that game, they will remain tied for first with a 6-1 NJAC record. Rutgers Newark coming into the night is 1-6 NJAC record. So if TCNJ drops that game, it will be a game that they probably shouldn't have dropped.
NJC foul charge number 2 with Acosta, his second. And to the line for Stockton, number 2, Zavon Johnson, shooting 2.
Johnson back at the free throw line. His 14th free throw of the night is his first miss of the night, 13 of 14 now. He has 15 points on the night, 13 of them from the charity stripe. Johnson shooting his second free throw here is up and good. And a correction on that, Johnson now has 18 points on the night. Only 2 of them from the free throw stripe. Barnes is the one that is a perfect 13 of 13, and 13 of his 15 points came from the charity stripe. So Johnson has played well tonight. As the Gothic Knights clap it out here with their fans, they improve to 12-2 on the season and 6-1 in NJAC play. Their next game will be on the road at Ramapo, who's also receiving votes in the top 25 D3Hoops.com poll. Then next week they have 2 home games against both Rutgers campuses in the NJAC, Rutgers Newark on January 17th at 8 p.m. and then Rutgers Camden on the 20th. And that game on the 20th will be a 5 p.m. game because the men's team is having some alumni events leading up to the doubleheader. So the normal doubleheader that's 1 and 3 will be a 3 and 5 start. And then speaking of TCNJ, the Gothic Knights, after playing Ramapo on the road, play Rutgers Newark at home on the 17th, Rutgers Camden at home on the 20th. We'll head on the road to TCNJ on the 22nd for an 8 p.m. game against, if it holds on, 2 teams that are tied for first place in NJAC play. Then they'll remain on the road for a game at William Patterson before then playing TCNJ again on the 27th. They have a tough stretch there with 3 games in 1 week because of that snow delay. And hopefully the weather cooperates and they don't have to squeeze any more 3-game weeks into the contest. My name is Phil Nagley, graduate assistant in athletic communications here at NJCU. The final score again, New Jersey City 81, Stockton 67. The Gothic Knights